The Jindal Economic Laws Practice Course Brief Competition is a unique initiative of Jindal Global University. As the university has different schools in law, business, international affairs, public policy and the arts and humanities, we've been very strongly committed to promoting interdisciplinary learning within the university. This competition, which is an initiative led by the students itself, brings in the best of the perspectives of students to promote interdisciplinary learning. It has a problem which connects with more than one jurisdiction. It has the problem itself focused on India and China, but also it brings together issues surrounding law and business and public policy as well as international affairs, which are four of the schools that the university has. It also provides opportunities for students from different schools to work together on a problem and then to present the set of issues in a format which draws inspiration from traditional debating competitions to mooting competitions, as well as a panel discussion type format which has a set of judges and people who will assess the presentations. It's a unique and pioneering initiative, and I sincerely hope that in the years to come this initiative led by the Jindal Global University inspires other initiatives and hopefully brings in students from other universities in India as well as around the world to participate in it. I wish the students every success and looking forward to participating in the competition itself.
I'm very excited by the JGU students' initiative to organize an interdisciplinary competition, which they have appropriately named as the Coase Brief. Okay? As you may know, Coase introduced a very powerful idea of great importance, which has arguably the single most important influence on thinking about environmental policy in the last 5 decades. This idea has come to be known as the game theory, as the Coase theory, and has found application in a variety of fields, including economics, political science, and law, to name a few. These are subjects which are very relevant for Jindal Global University.
Coase Brief competition, which is first of its kind of event to be held in Jindal Global University, is unique from two perspectives. Number one, it is completely initiated, driven and managed by a student community of Jindal Global University, and that involves multiple schools of the university, in that students are drawn from law school, business school, international affairs school and public policy school, and they have come out with an idea titled Coase Brief. And secondly, this is multidisciplinary in its approach, so that every school can take part in it. So what they have envisaged, that the team would comprise of one student each from the 4 schools of the university. I congratulate the teams and I wish all success in their endeavors.
As a former practitioner of corporate law, it was often a problem where entrepreneurs, businessmen, bankers and corporate lawyers couldn't speak the same language and therefore couldn't understand each other. It is my understanding that the course competition would seek to mitigate that disadvantage that we have. I have a feeling that this competition would be large enough and would be effective enough to change the way we as lawyers look at the world around us. This has the potential to make law more relevant and the practice of law more accessible to people who need it the most.
To me, the course brief is really about pooling perspectives. Not only does that make for stimulating conversation and debate, but it's also really the only effective way of assessing problems holistically before arriving at solutions. But what I especially admire about this competition is the spirit that underlying a competitive context, there's always possibility for collaboration, and the possibility that today's competitors can go on to become tomorrow's collaborators.
So the Coase Brief competition is one of a kind, no doubt. It is in celebration of Ronald Coase's great contribution to the field of law and economics, and there is no better platform than the Jindal Global University to be celebrating that. For the simple fact, we have over 5 schools under the same roof, interacting on a daily basis, doing a lot of activities, discussions, but none of those participations are really intellectual to the core. This is one platform where my students from across the law school to the public policy to business to international affairs and maybe in future even liberal arts will join together, interact and problem solve on a problem which is hypothetical but very real when it comes to the skills of interpreting and solving complex issues. So it's not a sports event, it's an event where you compete to come out with the best reasonable course brief. Good luck.
So I first heard about the course brief competition today when the students came to me and introduced the idea, and I was really impressed by two things. The first thing that struck me about it is that it's not an established concept. When I first heard the phrase course brief, I was under the impression that this is a format that already exists for student events. And I'm told that this is the first time that students have come up with an idea inspired by the life of Ronald Coase and create, the idea is to create a platform for students from all schools at our university, the School of Law, the School of Business, School of International Affairs, Public Policy, and the newly, the upcoming Liberal Arts School, to share a platform which isn't unique to any of their disciplines. By which to say, they want to distinguish the idea that mooting is the exclusive realm of law students, presenting case studies is the exclusive expertise of business students, preparing policy arguments is an area that our policy students are specialized in, and they want to sort of marry all of the disciplines and really go back to the idea that created universities, the coming together of many disciplines to create a shared platform. And I think that is what is so unique about this idea. And I'm very glad that the Chicago University School of Law and this law firm ELP have decided to come on board and are extending their support to the idea. And it's every day it's a humbling task to be teaching students of such caliber and mettle who single-handedly come up with ideas that can have the potential to change how universities function, how students view the space that a university provides, and how creating innovative ideas and solutions for global problems within a university can be broached on a world stage. I wish the course brief every success, and I'm happy to give my time and energy to judging as many rounds as I'm able to. And I look forward to this event taking off on a much larger scale next year.
This competition course brief is a really new idea that has come up, and I'm really pleased to hear the students talking about this for the past 1 month or so. And also I must share with you all that I have been a part of this initiative at the very initial stages. We have debated for a long time, maybe over 2 hours or so, that how the final course brief should look like, the shape. But of course it was decided, deliberated, debated, and we sort of came up with this idea that this is how it should look like. It is really refreshing, and I believe that the students who have come up with this idea would actually be encouraged in future to come up with similar ideas. And this is one of the major initiatives taken by the students of JGU. So all the best to the course brief team, and I look forward to be a part of this endeavor.
The course brief competition is a great idea because it brings about some much needed collaboration between all the schools in JGU, and I'm expecting to see some great interdisciplinary research. Also, this highlights the fact that problems are of a complex nature and largely need an interdisciplinary approach, a habit we must inculcate in students and faculty members alike. And I'm quite excited with the prospect of this competition, and good luck.
I think the course brief competition idea is a great idea, and hopefully it will go really well this year. And then with international partners participating next year, will get bigger and bigger, and it'll be one of the hallmarks of JGU, so really good.
I should tell you one thing, you guys have come up with a great, unique concept. I'm sure this is going to be a big hit among all of the students. This competition, I truly believe, will engage students from all JGU schools in a very exciting intellectual atmosphere. I wish all the participants best of luck and wish the best team wins.
I think the Coase brief is an excellent chance for multidisciplinary approaches to a single problem, right? So I went to the University of Chicago Law School, and something that I really grew from was the work of Ronald Coase. Law and economics is the basis of that university, and what's so interesting about that discipline is how it can draw from every other discipline, anthropology, science, in particular medicine. You can really look at any problem by using his work, but what's so great about this brief competition is it's very similar to Ronald Coase's work itself. It's multidisciplinary. It's bringing students from all different schools to be involved, and hopefully in the future from other universities as well. So maybe even involving international partnerships and bringing in international students.
I think Coase brief is a very interesting concept in the sense that it's so novel, it's so unique, it's so niche, and in today's multidisciplinary world, you need competitions like this. You need a forum where a business student, a lawyer, a student of public policy, a student of international affairs come together, put forth their points.